Thank you very much, Semra. You can see how much it means to Isco to be here. 30 years of age, was the America's regional runner-up. He's ready for action, you can see, just based on his body language. He's happy to be here. He knows as long as he's made it to the final four for his platform, he's in with a shout of making it to Tokyo.
He has what they call a puncher's chance. He does certainly here. He's going up against a real heavyweight in Naples, and that's what makes this particular fixture so intriguing, is that Isco, certainly from what we've just seen in the walkout, seemingly he's just incredibly relaxed. He's very much ready to go. I think sometimes we maybe look at the expectation that goes with performances. I think for Isco, I'm not going to necessarily say he's quote unquote happy to be here, but he, as you quite rightly said, he's gotten to the final four for Bayern München and their club finals. The weight of expectation is on the right hand side of your screen here, because Naples, as we said, represented previously AC Milan, has represented Italy at national level. All the pressure and all of the, like we said, all the expectation really rides with him. So it'll be a case of, can he handle that pressure? And also whether Isco, to steal Semra's line, can turn up to the disco.
No doubt we're going to be seeing that be played throughout the day, because I believe we see Isco feature 3 times on the stream, so we'll keep some in the back pocket maybe for now.
Indeed.
But we're moments away from the man from Mexico taking on Naples from Italy as our first console match here at the FC Bayern München Club Finals. It's the 2024 season, our second club event. We had Barcelona a few weeks ago, now it's time to travel to Germany. And here in Bavaria we have Isco versus Naples. Isco in the home kit here for Bayern.
Yeah, already looks to be aggressive in his approach play. In the very, very early going, looks to try and maybe unsettle Naples, but the issue with that is you could potentially play into the Italians' hands.
The question I was about to pose was, do you choose Kane or Tell? It looks like Isco is elected for both, so maybe a 2-man strike force for Naples. Here comes Isco though, with Musiala. He has been fouled. Looks like that will be a free kick in a very tantalising position, and an early yellow card as well shown to Naples.
I was going to say, in terms of early impressions, 7.5, well, just under 8 minutes gone here. Very much a fan of Isco's playstyle already.
Koeman now turning inside the box and just getting word that this is actually Naples on the offensive, so it was an early yellow for Isco.
So flip what I said at the start, flip it around. It's Naples with the aggression early on, and Isco trying to ride his luck a little bit.
It's a corner for Naples. So the Italian in the home strip, who in the opening 10 has threatened a really nice chance, but look to come back on the offensive here as well. Musiala can't latch onto that one, and now Isco looking to find the Englishman, Kane. Laid out wide to Sane on that far side. Has Kim for company, and Musiala can play the 1-2. Sane with the cross, but both Neuer and Upamecano are there. Just a little too close between the two of them. Opening 15, both players showing that they want to go for this. Koeman. Harry Kane. Kimmich joining the action as well. Harry Kane with the strike, and it's nestled in the bottom corner. How lethal has he been lately? Harry Kane in the opening 20 puts Naples 1-0 to the good.
It's not just domestically or internationally that Harry Kane is an apex predator. It's also virtually as well. What a brilliant finish there for Naples. And again, it almost echoes what we had seen in the first game on live stream here today. It's pretty much been one-way traffic so far. And again, you cannot give Harry Kane within eFootball that much time and that much space, as he will get a shot off and he will punish.
You can see Isco's reaction. He knows how good that was. Very animated figure from Mexico. Now has work to do. Naples 1, Isco 0. You're so right, and it's an interesting dynamic we have at each of these club events. I will come back to that as Davies with the stunning cross. Well, you have the personnel from each club. You do have those players that if you get the ball to their feet, you just imagine it would be difficult to see them miss. Harry Kane is one of those, and he's the target for the corner. Same again now on the other side. It's the front post. It's dangerously gone through everyone. Musiala, Kimmich now, and
good recycle there from Isco. It's a good response to going 1 goal down.
Corner number 3 for Isco. Harry Kane with the header. Musiala, nice footwork, but defensively Naples showing that Italian heritage and out for the counter as well. Coleman. Harry Kane with the head on. Strong defensive work though by Isco. You're right, it's a good response. Mexican on the stage, not fazed by his opposition or the occasion. Edge pass in the final third.
Yeah, there are avenues here for Isco to hit. There are runners that are making advanced movements into space. Long throw comes in looking for Kane.
Yeah, he heads it down here. Musiala threatening. Good routine there from Isco. Will there be 2 balls in play?
Watch that magically disappear.
And there it goes. Harry Kane knocks it on to Tell. Oh, wonderful save. Had to be. Isco knows that was a close one. Another corner for the Mexican.
I love animated players of eFootball when you can see them up and down in their chairs. They know how close that was to making it 1-1. It was close. Close does not cut it at this level. It has to be complete. Ball looks to be flung into the box. Neuer's come out for it. He's punched it out towards Masraoui.
Danger averted for now from Naples, and they might try and turn this into an attack. The long ball over the top to Koeman, far side. 10 to go, plus stoppages until the first half is over. The ball forward in that Bayern away strip. Harry Kane inside the box, now outside, tackled by Musiala. Just as quick as that, Harry Kane on the other side is running. Naples with the attempted 1-2 cut out, and now it will come back at his defence.
It's an intriguing little chess match here that's been punctured by that 1 goal, but it's just tightened up just a bit here between these two.
These could be the most curious ones as commentators. I'll come back to my point as Sane back to Kimmich, dances around De Ligt, back to Sane now. Oh, strong hand from Neuer. Naples trying to benefit from some of the space, and actually Kimmich for him. Brings the ball back high up the pitch, has a man to his right, it's Harry Kane down the middle, turns back on his left, back to Kimmich! Oh! Pushed around the post. It's a stoppage time here in the first half. The first corners I think we're seeing of the game for Naples.
It's as quick as that, turning defence into attack there for Naples. At one point, he looks under pressure and looks under the cosh, as it were. And then all of a sudden springs a counter-attack and is now putting his opponent under pressure in injury zone.
Goes to Upamecano. Tell. Trying to get it to Kane, and is there time here for Isco to get it far enough up the pitch? I don't think so. So the half will end Naples 1, Isco 0. The point I was going to make, Wes, is that sometimes as both commentators and players, these types of games can be the most intriguing and frustrating because you feel you're playing well, you've got your chances, but you are 1-0 down, so do you stick or do you twist?
Yeah, and that's the problem that these guys all now have in this group stages, because it is a round-robin format. It is 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw and none for a loss, and not, as you quite rightly mentioned before this game, the result between Real Fabiano and Shishi, it kind of makes this a must-win, and this is the first game of their day.
Of course, they would have had a chance to see the game being played whilst warming up for this one. Isco just taking time to make some tweaks, so that kind of answers our question, Wes, as the second half is about to be underway. It looks like he wants to switch things up a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, interestingly, it's the deployment of Joshua Kimmich that really caught my eye in that little exchange there. Is obviously he can play at right back, defensive midfielder, can play in centre midfield, can play as an attacking midfielder, can play pretty much anywhere you want him to. And he's being deployed as an attacking midfielder for Isco, but crucially can't seem to get him the ball.
Second half has been underway for a good 5 in-game minutes now. It is Naples with the lead and the ball here in the Bayern home strip. It is Isco with work to do here, defensively first, as Naples into the feet of Tell. Can't knock it around the corner. Build-up play, Kimmich finds Kane, who finds Coman. Now they've brought the man here to squeeze that midfield, and that's allowed Coman to go far side. Upamecano for company, that's a low cross, easily cleared by Naples. Looks like the referee's seen that go Naples' way.
Yeah, if there's a player that you would trust with a 1-goal lead in this type of scenario, we've seen it time and again before from Naples, is that his ability to suffocate a game and to take it away from his opponent, and not even necessarily exert that much pressure, but just has his players in the right positions at the right time. The only thing is interesting though is how is Isco going to try and combat that suffocation, as it were.
Oh, a wonderful ball played here to Joshua Kimmich. Can he finish here? Naples for 2-0. Oh, saved! Oh, wonderful save. Still has defending to do. Tell to Musiala, trying to find Kane. But that save could be vital here for Isco's chances.
It was a great manual save as well. It had to be made. It was Kimmich 1v1, not exactly the player you would want bursting through on goal. But he found himself in uncharted waters, as it were, as Kane and Tell try and combine. It was a brilliant save from Isco to keep himself in the game.
Might just be one of those moments we remember come the end of the final result here, where it may be all for naught as Harry Kane comes through here for Naples! And there is the brace for Harry Kane. clinical from Naples. And I think Isco will be disappointed with his mistake, but Naples will not care. 2-0 now to the Italian.
Yeah, middle of the pitch, given away when you're trying to do something a little bit different. And as you said before, you can really come unstuck when you give the ball away with an eFootball, because if you have quick counter or long ball counter deployed as a game plan, all of a sudden the spaces will open up, and it certainly did there. And for Naples, as we said, it's one wrong move and he finds himself 2 goals ahead now.
Well, not just that, again, you look at the personnel that these Bayern München club finalists have to utilise. Harry Kane, you've got Tell, you've got Müller. You cannot afford to give the ball away to any player amongst this squad, because it is so strong and so deep.
Yeah, in terms of, you've got the players that you've listed there, you've also got the likes of Gnabry, Sane, Koeman, you've got Tell, you've got Goretzka, you've got Kimmich, the list goes on of the all-stars that they have at their possession here. And again, though, in this type of environment where you've both got the same pot of players to work with, it's a case of who can really put that together. Of course, you've had the super sub of Eric Choupo-Moting come on as well. He's been vitally important to Bayern München players of past and hopefully even today and present.
Well, it's Naples 2, Isco 0. As we still see some of the substitutes, excuse me, pop up following the goal. And one thing I've seen from Isco, he's played this entire match with a smile on his face. Unfortunately, loses the ball there. And Naples just does look to mean business. So I think he's been given a free kick here, very close to Isco's box. Under 15 in-game minutes. With a 2-0 lead, plays it short to Koeman. 1-2 finds its way back to it. Serge Gnabry tries to knock it past the Ligt, but only a throw-in is his eventual reward. As we just trickle over into the final 10, here's Serge Gnabry here for Isco. Back to Goretzka, it's a long strike, but sadly always rising.
It's what he's kind of been limited to in the last 15-20 in-game minutes. There's not really been the opportunities that Isco saw in that first half, and as a result, he's been limited to not being able to put a shot on target in the second half.
Well, that's a very long-range strike indeed. Obviously saw the keeper off his line.
Shades there potentially of Eldridge O'Neill, and we have already seen the Manuel Neuer pitfall of having an offensive goalkeeper that will run out and will give you a bit more space to shoot. And certainly, Naples just trying to catch his keeper off the line there.
Yeah, absolutely, you can just see on the radar at the bottom of the screen how far out Neuer is. Happy to come as a goalkeeper with that offensive goalkeeper trait. I wonder if we'll be seeing any mishaps from him today. Approaching the 90th minute, Isco at this point looking for some kind of lifeline. There's been all Naples, certainly in this second half. Wins the ball back as well with Koeman. 90th minute now. Is there a cherry on top of the cake?
Has been indicated.
Here's Goretzka, centre of the park, but can't find his way through traffic. Thomas Müller out to Koeman, but that will do it. It will end Naples 2, Isco 0. Won't be the last we see of Isco today, but for that man on your screen, a convincing performance and a very well done job there in match number 1 on the stream.
Yeah, it was calculated, it was considered, it was professional. It was a professional performance. Got the first goal and then waited for an error. It is essentially what we had there. That's not to say though that Isco did not have his chances in that game. So I think he'll be slightly buoyed by the idea that actually, hey, I've come up against arguably the favourite of my platform, and actually I didn't do too bad, but he's got to eliminate those mistakes if he's going to look to try and progress in this competition.
Definitely gave it a good go, didn't he? In that first half, it almost seemed like it could go either way. And when you see your opponent across the stage, full of smiles and confidence and bouncy personality, sometimes it can just allow that little bit of doubts to creep in, that element of uncertainty. But in the end, it was the experience of Naples, as we're seeing in the highlights, that saw him through.
Yeah, it was that clinical goal. Again, if Harry Kane gets half a step within eFootball, that's half a step too many. You need to be touch tight to him, which is hard to do because, of course, you may have to try and potentially man mark him, which then, as a result, kind of takes something away from your defence. And then, as a result, that then leaves other options open, as we've spoken about already. And say that was that first half chance that we saw. Right back in his chair. And again, that was another big chance that went his way, and it just wasn't quite there for him. But it just came down to moments, and it came down to a moment of brilliance from Kane's goal, or should I say for Kane's first goal from Naples, and it came from him, is a mistake from Isco, and which led to this goal here. And again, it was Kane. Even the manual goalkeeper is not stopping that one. As a result, it was 2-0 for the Italian, and Isco will have to just go away and maybe take a look at what he needs to do better.
Yeah, absolutely. He has, of course, time to do so. I believe all of his group stage matches will be on the stream, so I hope you like animated players, Wes, because we're going to see a lot more of Isco here today.
I absolutely love it.
And full of emotion. On the other side, Naples, of course, been here before, has been an eFootball Championship pro veteran at this point, helped AC Milan make it to the knockout stages a few seasons ago, but it's 2 goals from the Englishman, sees 3 points for the Italian. I believe Semra is in the mix zone.
I am indeed. I know we've all been having a lot of fun so far, but brace yourselves, we're going to have even more fun now because we're going to try and have a conversation in English, Spanish, and Italian. So let's see how we get on, okay? The first thing I'm going to ask him is about being back at an eFootball competition once more. No stranger to winning games in this kind of environment, how he feels after picking up the first 3 points in the day. Primeros 3 puntos, primera victoria, otra vez aquí. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Sono molto contento di questa vittoria perché era importante partire bene subito con una vittoria, appunto. Quindi sono molto felice.
He's very happy because it's really important to start off the day with a victory, so he feels as though he's accomplished what he needed to. So very happy indeed. La reacción de Isco, la cara después del primer gol, que fue delicioso.
Ho visto la sua reazione, mi veniva da ridere mentre giocavo, però quando gioco sto molto concentrato in game, quindi a volte non ci faccio caso nemmeno.
Oh, he said that it's obviously nice to see that reaction, but he's so concentrated during the game that he almost doesn't even notice what's happening with his competition, but beautiful goal indeed. Ahora, ¿qué se puede esperar de ti el resto del día?
Adesso il cammino è più facile perché sono partito con una vittoria, però comunque sono 2 partite molto difficili perché gli avversari sono top.
It's going to be 2 more complicated games in the group stage because he has 2 rivals that are very top. So, molto grazie. No,
sì,
grazie.
Grazie.
Doing the best I can.
Grazie mille.
Grazie mille.
Grazie mille.
Prego. That's it. Thank you very much. All right, guys, back over to you.